Hi there, Nicole here from Sol Yoga, the medical approach. I'm here today to share with you the figure 4 stretch, also known as thread the needle. Now, this is a versatile yoga pose that helps to target the hips, the glutes, and the lower back. Now, from a yoga perspective, we can also look for it to offer both physical and mental benefits by taking this from a stretch to a pose. Now, to start off those physical benefits. Number 1, hip flexibility. This helps to open tight hip joints and stretches the piriformis muscle. Number 2, we have lower back relief. Now, who doesn't want that, right? This pose helps to reduce tension in the low back by stretching supporting muscles like the glutes. Now, number 3, improved mobility. This pose helps to enhance the range of motion in our hips and our legs, making daily activities a little bit easier. And number 4, muscle balance. This pose helps to correct imbalances caused by prolonged sitting and other repetitive movements that we're forced to do throughout our day. Now, by taking this from a stretch to a pose together, we can also begin to explore the mental benefits that we derive from doing this pose, from practicing it with a mindfulness of our breath. So those mental benefits, this is promoting mindfulness through a focused breathing and body awareness by really taking the time to sit quietly, focusing on our breath and tuning into what's happening inside of our body instead of muscling through a stretch, maybe grimacing, closing our eyes, clenching our jaw, just hoping that it's going to be over soon. And lastly, this helps to ease stress by releasing the tension in the hips. So I look forward to practicing with you today. Come unroll your mat. If you can have a wall nearby, that would be wonderful. Let's come start. All right, to get started, come lay down onto your back, onto your mat. You can also do this on your sofa or your mattress, whatever feels the most supportive to you. Please listen to your body. Also, you have the option to place a low pillow behind to support the head and the neck, whatever feels right for you. Coming down to your back, feet planted firmly on the floor. And take my hands, place them gently on my belly. I'll roll my shoulders back and down. Even though I'm on the ground, I can soften the tops of my shoulders away from my ears, as if I'm elongating the back of my neck. Hands to the belly, softly close the eyes. When you're ready, take a big breath in through your nose. Fill your belly, fill your lungs, fill everything with breath. At the top of the inhale, quick pause, and then open mouth, exhale, let everything go. We'll do that 2 more times. Big breath in through the nose, fill everything with air. And then open mouth, exhale, let everything go. 1 more time, big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let everything go. At that bottom of the exhale, gently seal your lips. Begin to draw the breath in and out your nose. Let's take a quick moment, just check in. Check in with your body. Notice how you're feeling in this moment. Nothing to do, nothing to change, just observing. The practice of mindfulness is observing without judgment, without the need to change. When you're ready, you can gently blink your eyes open. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, just slowly coming back to the physical space around you. On an inhale, we'll start with the right leg. On an inhale, draw the right knee in towards the chest. And on the exhale, soften the tops of the shoulders. This time, inhale, draw the thigh away from the rib cage, expand the belly with breath. As you exhale, draw the thigh in towards the rib cage, navel comes in towards the spine. We'll do that 1 more time. Inhale, expand away. Exhale, draw in. One more time, inhale, expand. Exhale, draw in. From this space, inhale, flex the foot, draw the toes towards the shin. Take a nice big inhale once more. As you exhale, cross the right leg over the left thigh. Now watch, this foot is actively engaged. Please do so provided your ankle and your toes and your foot, everything feels okay doing so. By flexing this foot, by actively engaging, we're helping the alignment to actually protect our knee and help us to get a little bit more deeper and get a little more out of this pose. So from this engaged foot, engaged leg, we have this nice figure four. Take a nice big inhale. And as I exhale, I'm now going to draw that left leg in. I can use my hands for help and immediately place the left foot against the wall. Now I'm going to start with my foot all the way up the wall. Not totally straight as not to hyperextend the left leg, but I'm reaching it pretty high up there. This is going to allow for a nice gentle opening through the hips. Please know the further back you get away from the wall, the easier this pose will feel. The closer you come in towards the wall, the deeper the stretch will become. Please listen to your own body, no right or wrong, only what is right for you. Now coming back, I'm going to check in with my hips. I notice personally that my weight starts to dump over towards the right, the side that has the leg crossed over. I'm going to close my eyes, tune into the points of contact of my body and the earth, and gently draw that left hip, the left glute, left back of the pelvis back down to the ground. Ah, that feels nice. Now from here, if you're looking for a little bit more sensation, we can slowly draw that left heel down the wall, and maybe the left foot comes flat against the wall. Take a nice big inhale. As I exhale out my nose, I'll use my right hand to gently draw the right thigh away. Now what I want us to think about is take that right hand down to the hip crease. See if you can even slide it to the inner thigh. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, draw that hand away from you up towards the knee. This is helping to mimic the action of elongating away. So instead of pressing, instead of muscling it through, it's this gentle release of elongation. Now, as I elongate, I start to notice that my right hip draws down away from my rib cage, but my left hip draws up. Let's see if we can balance that out. Wonderful. Now, if we're looking for a little more sensation, we can always, again, draw our buttocks closer down towards the wall, make that space a little bit smaller. Otherwise, I can take my hands behind the left thigh, take a nice big inhale, and on the exhale, as my navel draws in towards the spine, the thigh draws in towards the rib cage. This is just optional. Again, you can always keep your foot on the wall. Listen to your own body. I'll walk you through here. If my hands are behind, maybe I'm even able to interlace the hands behind the thigh. This left leg can relax. However, you may find it feels even better, even more beneficial to flex that left foot as if you're going to kick through the wall. Have a nice 90-degree angle on that left leg. This helps to also talk to that right leg, the right side that is currently stretching and opening right now, so both feet are actively engaged. I take a nice big inhale, I'll leave my left hand behind my left thigh, and on an exhale again, I'm going to gently draw away, elongate. I'll check in with my shoulders. Have they crept up towards my ears with tension? If they have, melt them down. Check in with the jaw, soften that jaw. Now from here, you can stay here. I would suggest 10, maybe even 15 breaths. See where you can stay, where you're getting the maximum amount of opening through your hips without pain, and where you're also able to maintain a steady breath. All right, when we're ready, we'll slowly return the foot to the wall if it came off already. Take a nice big inhale. On an exhale, unwind the right leg, draw it in towards the chest. Take a nice big inhale, and on an exhale, release. Sounds good, right? Make sure you do the other side. All right, another wonderful variation for our figure 4 pose is to actually do a chair. Now the chair is a really great idea when you don't have a whole lot of time to lay down on your mat or the bed or the sofa. Just grab a chair and come join me. Now, with our nice sturdy chair, slide forward to the very lip of the chair. This allows our pelvis to stay neutral. When we slide back, our pelvis tucks as if we have a tail. Our tail is pointing through our legs. The lower back is rounded. See, like this. Instead, if we slide forward, it's almost like wheels on the bus go round and round. Our pelvis is able to actually get to more of a neutral to help to support our low back. This helps with a nice joint stacking. Our shoulders are over our hips. Crown of the head is reaching up towards the sky. I take a nice big inhale through my nose. And as I exhale, I'll draw that right knee in towards the chest. I'll draw the navel towards the spine. Check in with the shoulders. Notice we may want to round forward as we're supporting. We don't need to stay here long, but find a little bit of engagement through your center. That navel drawing in towards the spine, our frontal hip points drawing in. Nice support, big inhale. And as we exhale, figure 4 across the right leg over the left. Now, once again, let's actively engage that right foot. I'm drawing the toes towards the shin. This is helping to protect our knee joint and allow us to get maximum benefit from our pose. We sit up nice and tall. With the chair, we're able to notice if we're leaning to one side or another. See if you can create a little bit of balance and stability through the pelvis, which will help to support the low back and help to maximize this pose, the opening through your hip joint. I take a nice big inhale through my nose. And as I exhale, right hand to right thigh, again, we can gently brush it away. That sliding out, elongating. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, elongate away. Now, feel free to stay here as long as feels appropriate for you. If we can get 10 to 15, the number we can reach where we're able to maintain that steady breath without little ripples inside of it, where we're able to stay actively engaged and aware of what's happening here. When you're ready to come out, take a big inhale. As you exhale, unwind, draw the knee towards the chest. It's okay to round the spine a little bit here, and then gently draw it back down. We sit up nice and tall. Don't forget to do the other side. Now, as we finish up our pose for today, I would love to walk you through the 4 main errors that we typically see in this pose and how to correct them. Let's come on back down to our backs. Now, it's our figure 4 stretch, so we'll go over 4 errors. Number 1, uneven hips. Shifting one hip higher or forward can compromise the stretch and put undue pressure on the low back. Please make sure your pelvis stays stable. Your low back is neutral. You have even weight distribution right and left. By focusing on our breath and even by closing our eyes, this can help you to really be aware of that alignment of when one hip is lifting, when it's drawing further away from you. I promise it's a practice. We won't get it perfect every time, but by slowing down and being more mindful with how you move with your body, you will get there. Now, number 2, lack of support, especially with the head or the neck. When we lift the head or the neck, we're putting undue stress on the neck, on the shoulders, on the jaw, on the entire body. And we're also likely, if we're doing this, if we are lifting, it's because we're trying to push ourselves further past where our body actually needs to be in the moment. So use a pillow, use a blanket, support your head and your neck that allows everything to release down towards the earth. Zero tension in the shoulders and the neck, all focused on opening, releasing the tension through the hips. Now, number 3, a relaxed foot and ankle. Remember, an engaged foot and ankle helps to protect the knee joint and helps to make this beautiful figure 4 that's going to help to maximize the pose, maximize the opening and the increased flexibility and mobility while keeping everything in alignment and not putting undue stress on that knee joint by working. And number 4, lastly, overstretching or ignoring the modifications. Just like we went over, if we're lifting our head, our neck, our shoulders, if we're clenching our jaw, if we're just so focused on that outcome of stretching, of pushing, of using that mindset of force, of almost effort instead of effortless, lose such the beautiful part of this pose. And then the ignoring modifications. Listen to your body. It's just you doing this pose. I'm not there. Your friends aren't there. No one's, maybe your dog's there. I don't know. But there's no one to push for. You are just focused on yourself and what's right for your body. So understanding and observing those modifications and taking them when you need it. If it means we slide our foot further up the wall to lessen the amount of stretch of sensation, then go for it. If it means actually by doing this, we're getting very little from it, well then come on. Let's slide our foot down the wall. Let's maybe even take our hands behind and draw the knee in. Focus on what your body needs, what your mind is telling you. I promise we'll get there together. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been a pleasure practicing with you, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye. Now, if you're looking for more, please head over to www.nicolesaul.com. You will find a brand new resources page that will be updated as frequently as I can with some free poses, tutorials, advice, all different types of free resources to help support your yoga journey. And while you're already on NicoleSaul.com, feel free to subscribe to the newsletter and also join the waitlist, which means you will be one of the first to know when we unroll our brand new comprehensive yoga and wellness program that'll be there for you to practice at home at your own pace. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.